Hey, I'm Eric Kripke. I'm the writer and showrunner of The Boys.
Eric, talk about what it's like taking a comic book adaptation and making a television show out of it.
It's really hard, actually. I love The Boys, and Garth Ennis is my favorite comic book author, and I have an incredible amount of love for it. So it's sort of like the world's most stressful game of Jenga. Like, you have to change it because it's a different medium, but with every piece you pull, are you like, is this the piece that's going to tip it over and destroy it, and am I going to end up being the asshole who destroyed the thing that I love? So it's stressful.
Well, like, it's also like it's not that you have to change things, it's that it would be great in a world if you had unlimited budgets. But a lot of the stuff is like, we can't. How much budget per episode? Okay, I don't think we can do that.
Well, yeah, and ultimately they're different mediums, you know. The comic medium, their format is space. How many panels are on a page? TV, the medium is time. What are the beats and what are the lengths of things? And so they're ultimately different. And so a joke that works in the comics won't work in live action and vice versa. And certain stories, you know, you can get away with in comics because you have it's basically it's almost novelistic in terms of getting into backstories that you just can't do because you don't have interior monologues in TV. You can't just have a voiceover of like, and what I'm thinking is this. So you have to tell the story differently. You just have to. And so anyway, it's hard because you have to capture the spirit, but you're doing it in an entirely different way.
What is having The Boys being a TV show series open up for creatively as opposed to be doing a feature film?
I think it needed to be a series. It's got 12 main characters, and you really want to explore each and every one of them. And you just need the time. You can't tell this story in 2 hours, 4 hours, even 6 hours. Like, it's such a whole new world that you just need the time to explore in that world, and that's what a series gives you.
As a writer, do you tackle the platforms differently, whether it's a feature film, television show, or video game? Is there a different process for those at all?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. A movie is sort of very, very about economy. How do you get everything into 120 pages? A TV show on network, you have these act structures that are very rigid. You need a little bit of a cliffhanger about every 7 to 10 pages or so. But when you're on streaming, like, you get the chance to really just write basically a hybrid between the two, kind of like a 55-page movie that has its own story. It has a beginning, middle, and end, and then the next episode builds on top of that. And you can swear and have a lot of violence, and so I'm kind of digging writing for streaming right now.
Yeah, elaborate a little bit more on that, because back in the day when a TV show was aired on NBC or ABC or even HBO, you had like a hard out time. Each episode had to be exactly this minutes. You had to cut out for ad time. You had to deal with BSMP. But when you're working with Amazon Prime, you have more of like an open box kind of feel like, oh, this episode can be a little longer. This episode can be a little shorter. Talk a little about that.
Yeah, the only hard and fast rule is it needs to be under 60.
Okay.
But it could be anywhere from 48 to 59, and it just doesn't matter. It sort of depends on what's best for the story. So it's really freeing. So, you know, you can make the best episode possible without having to worry about hitting some kind of target. That said, I think a lot of people in streaming completely abuse that and come up with, like, if another person fucking says, what this really is an 8-hour movie, I'm going to smack them. Like, we're in the TV business, we make TV, every episode actually has an obligation to be entertaining. We are in the entertainment industry, not the, you're going to be bored as shit, but hang in there for episode 5 industry.
We got to lag this out.
Yeah. Like, so to me, it's so crazy. So I love TV. That's why I'm in that business. And I love that you can have shows that have beginning, middles, and ends. And then the next one is a puzzle piece that fits into that. And, you know, like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, Buffy, X-Files, all the great shows actually had stories. And so The Boys definitely has that.
What are your thoughts on video games as an entertainment medium? They've certainly evolved to tell these like 12, 20-hour stories.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts as a writer on that?
I mean, I think they're going to be the future. I mean, I have 2 kids, and they don't watch TV, and they're not going to watch The Boys. They're going to be playing video games, and it's just exciting. It reminds me of like it's like the early days of the motion picture business, or sound just being discovered. Like, I don't think anyone knows quite what it's going to turn into yet, but it's exciting watching it grow.
When does The Boys come out, actually?
Oh yeah, opens a week from today, Friday. Yeah, Friday, July 26th. Be there.
What would a Boys video game be like if you were in charge?
There would be an incredible amount of explosive evisceration. It's as simple as that.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Good talk.
Thanks.